stretch for side. Tyson and Mike in the booth. Told us you guys today's episode. We're peeling the blinds, talking about aliens, calling the bluffs. Nordics, Pleiadians, from the start, cluster bright. Mysteries and theories, what real bring to light. Welcome to the Full-Grown Pizza Podcast. Conspiracies brew, legends outlast. Cryptids and mysteries, journey so vast. Today we uncover the Pleiadians at last. So gather round, let stories ignite. The eerie and strange will shed some light. This is the podcast taking us back, revealing the secrets of the Nordics mind.
All right, welcome to the Full Grown Pizza Podcast. This is episode 15. We are going to be talking about the blondes. And no, not the hair color like human beings, not the category of people in high school that you all talk about, you and your friends. But we're talking about, well, it might be. They might all be. Who knows?
Yeah.
They might all be aliens.
That's
So-
not my theory, but we should probably talk about it before I start going
We'll,
into my theory.
we'll get into your theories. Well, let's give people a background on what the blondes are, and then you can explain and give all your evidence as to why blonde people are all aliens. But before you guys do that, before we get the episode started, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, as well as the notification bell, so you know every single time we go live. We are going live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because we go live each week with some new interesting and fun conspiracy theory. So join the conversation and catch us live. All right, with all that said and out of the way, Tor, do you want to take it away and give us the rundown of the blondes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Episode over.
And episode's over. That was a good
done.
15th episode. Love it.
Yes.
Very
What a
meaty.
milestone.
Lots of theories discussed on that one, and I think we made a lot of progress
The
there.
short stuff. It's
Yeah.
a short itself.
That's up
We
there
don't
with
have
the
to edit it all.
Skinwalkers and the Navajo ninjas. You know. All right. Okay.
What? That episode was fantastic. What are you talking
I
about?
no, I loved that episode. We came up with a good theory that was, in my opinion, that's true. It's correct. We're right.
Well, we called them the blondes because I got her calling them the blondes because I was talking about like connections I saw in like documentaries where like they're talking about running into like 3 aliens. It's like 2 men and a woman,
Uh-huh.
and they're blonde and really Scandinavian looking people and stuff. Or like these are the blondes, but the UFO community calls them the Nordics.
The Nordics?
The Nordics because
Okay.
they look like Nordic people.
Yeah.
But
Makes
they're
sense.
also called the Pleiadians, if I'm saying it correctly, because they're from the Pleiades star cluster.
Pleiades. It's the Pleiades star cluster.
Pleiades star
Pleiades,
cluster.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pleiades.
Where's
Okay.
that? Do you have any
It's
idea?
like
I don't know.
the
You know how to
the
say it, Mike.
belt of
So-
Orion. There's
The-
the Pleiades
Orion's
star cluster
belt?
there. Yeah.
Orion's belt. Huh.
That's why they say a lot of like the temples in the Tenochtitlan, whatever, in Mexico City. That has the Orion. It mimics the Orion's belt. It has this just like the Great Pyramids do. Have you guys seen that?
I don't think so. Oh.
If you take
Right.
they like if you look at from above looking down at the pyramids, they do the same. They have like 2 right next to each other and one offset, just like the Orion's belt.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, actually, I have heard of that. Okay, so
And
this,
the same thing with the Tenochtitlan, which is a big temple in Mexico City
yeah.
that has the same thing.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
talking about the Pleiades
Yeah.
and the Orion's Belt, and we're talking about the blondes or the Nordics. I mean, you can call them blondes because that's how we liked it. And they were talking about them being Men in Black, and what's the main thing in fucking Men in Black? They're looking for Orion's Belt.
You're
Remember?
right. That makes sense.
Like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Huh.
Does the person who wrote Men in Black have like?
They
he
must have
must
known, like,
into conspiracy theories. Yeah.
they obviously, you have to have some knowledge of this stuff in order to make a whole movie franchise about it. I feel
Yeah.
like you must be somewhat interested in it. Or what if it's a rogue Men in Black agent who's secretly telling us all this
Yes.
information?
Our rogue Nordic too.
A rogue
Black
Nordic
guy.
who's
The Rogue Nordic.
dropping
Yeah,
hints
like an
every
awesome
episode.
movie.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so they're from Orion's Belt supposedly, and the
Supposedly, that's
Okay.
not like. I guess that's the newest.
did
thing,
they?
but
So where does that theory come from? Did they? Is there like a did somebody encounter them and they talked about that, or what?
something like that, because that's how they usually. They say that when they encounter the Nordics, they're very like they talk to them a lot.
They're
'Cause
talkative.
That's what the Nordics do. Yeah, they're very talkative. They're very compliant and like
Hmm.
passive, and
Yeah.
they're they're not like seen as an aggressive race. They're
Right.
like they're trying to they're seen as the guardians of humanity because they keep on talking about how humanity can improve. They're trying to prevent nuclear war, and they're trying to tell us to get back to nature, to enhance nature again. And it's just like
Okay. So here's my theory. What if they're not aliens, but they're just hippies?
that was my theory. You stole my
Dang it! I
theory.
stole it already.
Because obviously they're hippies.
Yeah.
They're talking about peace and
They're
love.
totally hippies.
I mean,
So-
all right, we basically just already covered them. They're basically they look like humans. They
Yeah.
have strong Scandinavian-like features, and they have blue hair and blonde eyes, and they're very tall. And I was telling Tyson this earlier because I remember we went to the mall one time up in Vegas, and I saw somebody. It was a couple. It was a couple like
Mhm.
Scandinavian people, and I'm tall. I'm like 6 foot.
Yeah,
But
he's
I
pretty
was
tall.
shorter than both of them.
Yeah.
They're like 7 foot tall people,
Oof.
and they're dressed in white. And when I was looking through the reports, there's like telling that that's what they dress like. They're about 6 to 7 feet tall, and they usually dress in white or like very neutral colors to show their peacefulness.
I
it's just like-
vaguely remember this, but I don't remember like actually talking about it or talking to them.
Maybe you
like
didn't see him. Maybe you
We
don't
didn't
believe
talk
it
to them. We
you.
just saw them because there's like
yeah,
these are two giant people walking through the mall.
right. That
Like,
what do you think they're?
I mean, I've seen
Shopping
tall
there
men
for,
before,
just-
but
yeah,
how often do you see tall women? Just
it's
like,
true,
whoa.
and they were very tall from what I remember
Yes.
too. They weren't like
Yes.
you're saying 7 feet. I don't think that's an exaggeration. Like they're probably up there on the
They were
high
they're-
6.
they're women?
higher than me. Yes.
Those wasn't it a man
I was
and a
looking
woman?
up at them. Yes, it was a man,
Man
and a woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
They look
So
all very similar.
well, like
Yes,
the long
they're-
blonde hair and
It was like actually like dirty blonde. But
Yeah.
yeah,
why do you think they would be at the mall? Are they like promoting peace,
They're probably-
or are they
probably. Oh, why do
some
hippies go
sort
to
of
the mall?
deal
That's
to play
the question.
guitar in the commons area? And then I don't know.
They were looking. Well, obviously they were travelers if they were human, and I would have to think the same thing. Is like they're just
Yeah.
fucking.
They're just chilling.
fucking
So you-
Vegas,
so-
and they went to the mall.
I mean,
Okay,
you're
so-
Vegas, you go to the mall, right? So that's good.
That's not a bad point though, because I'll be honest, like when we lived in Vegas, I mean I've lived in Utah most of my life, but I'd been to other states and stuff. The mall in Vegas that we went to is a really big mall. Like I think it's one of the biggest malls in the country. Like it's pretty well known for being like a big mall. And so it is kind of a cool thing to go experience if you're ever in Vegas. But yeah, I don't know. Like that's kind of so if there are aliens walking among us, I mean they probably are the most easily like disguisable ones, or the ones that can hide amongst the common people the easiest,
Yeah.
because regular everyday people's like, oh, look at those hippies, you know.
Yeah.
But they're just like, no, you don't understand. We're like from from Orion's belt, and we know all this stuff more than you. Like, I don't know. Do you
And
think that...
besides,
Sorry, go ahead.
like going back to like Michael was saying about when you go to Vegas and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
if you live in Vegas, you don't go to the casino unless you work there.
right.
Like, we never.
That's
went to the
right.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
exactly. Yeah, no, we never, like, I never went down to the strip except for when I was working because I worked on the strip. But it was just like, ugh, I
I
hated
remember we
it.
went to like a Pokemon Go party, and it was like we had to park in like the most shadiest fucking neighborhood I've ever seen
Dude,
in
it
my
was the
entire life.
worst. Parking is the worst. I remember, so I used to work like in the live event industry doing like audio and video and all that stuff. And there was a concert I worked, and I don't even know the name of the artist, but it was some like a Spanish rapper or something. It was like a Hispanic rapper, and he was playing at the Cosmopolitan, and I remember this. So like, I was literally, so here, okay, so if here's the building and here's the road, like, going, you have to go around the corner to get into the parking garage for the building. I was literally on the side of the building waiting to get up to the light so I could turn right and go into the parking garage for 45 minutes. I was literally waiting to make that turn for 45 minutes, and it was the most ridiculous thing. I was like calling my work, and I was like, "Hey, I'm literally like right outside the building, but I've been waiting forever to try and get in here." You'd have to leave like an hour or two before you know, are supposed to be somewhere, just because it would take forever to get there. So, anyways, I would imagine if I was an alien and I came here and I was at Vegas. Vegas is not a bad place actually to
If you're
probably...
outside the strip, you're fine. I fucking
Right, but as an alien, if you don't really need to travel everywhere and you're really just there to promote peace and stuff, there's a lot of people in Vegas. So
Yeah.
the problem is, and maybe they don't understand this, is that a lot of them are drunk or high, and they're probably not going to remember what you're saying, or they're probably not going to care, to be honest.
I wonder if they were visiting from Area 52
Ooh, that's possible too. What if
or Area 51, which is
Area 51? Yeah, yeah.
Area
No.
52.
No, but like, what if? I
It's
mean,
the
it's
real
Nevada,
location.
right? It's Nevada, both of them. So like, they're like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's
Everyone knows that Area 51 is just a facelift for the public. It's really Area 52 that the aliens hang out at.
Exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, that's kind of a interesting theory. Like, do you have any examples of encounters uh with the blondes?
Yes, say like 7 reports that like are like major reports. But the weird thing is this like it was like a 1950 craze to see all these freaking flying saucers because all these reports are like from the 1950s of
Okay.
like people who like run into these aliens and freaking aliens like hang out with them and keep on doing return visits. Let me see. There's like the most popular one, according to what I looked up, was a case of. Hold on, I can't find it. Anyways,
That's okay.
well, it's like this one guy. He was like a farmer and stuff. Oh yeah, there he is, Billy Mayer. There he is. He was like I believe he was a Scandinavian farmer. I don't fucking have the actual.
Oh, so he would know the difference. He'd be like, these
Yeah.
aren't people. Like, these aren't my people.
Oh, there's his name. This is I can't say this name because he's Swiss.
Yeah.
It's
Hard to pronounce.
It's Edward Albert Billy Meyer, and he was like a Swiss farmer, and he said he can't encounter these people,
Huh.
and he called them. I believe he's the one that labeled them the Pleiadians.
The
Because
Palladians.
they
Huh.
called themselves the Pleiadarans when they met him. And
Okay.
They later turned into Pleiadians. But anyways, he said like he encountered them when he was little, and then they came back and they started talking to him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like all these like photographs of them and stuff and videos, and he had all this evidence. But all these people, they tried to make it turn into hoax and stuff.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So is the
He,
video like, is any of that stuff available anywhere, or like was it just written off as hoaxes and then kind of gotten rid of, or how does that work?
I bet there is video and stuff, but it's probably just mixed into a whole bunch of stuff that's just a bunch of hoaxes. And just,
Yeah, that's fair. It's probably hard to
I mean, I
distinguish
could
what was the
probably look
actual
it up
video
real
and
quick.
what.
if you guys talk amongst yourself. But yeah, it's just like another case with somebody else.
And when,
I
sorry,
believe it
what year was that? Was that also 1950s? Or do you know?
was, let's see, what did he say?
Because I
Well, he was
wonder.
born in
I,
1937, so I'm thinking it's
okay,
around
so it probably could
1937.
have been, yeah. He is, an
Yeah.
adult and everything. But because that makes me think like maybe they came here at that time, right? Because maybe a bunch of them came
Yeah.
here at that time, and now they've just kind of stuck around and they're doing what they
This
can.
leads
And
me to my first theory
okay,
with these blondes is that one is like if you have a planet that's highly advanced, right, and like
hmm
years ahead of us, you got to think that their genetic pool is pretty shallow because they just,
that's
they
true. I
just,
mean, they've been reproducing for a long time, and they
yeah.
might not have
There's got to be a point where that gene pool gets real shallow. So I'm thinking like the really rich people that can afford spaceships are coming to like the nearest planet that has
to
very
reproduce.
similar people
Similar, yep.
to take them back because there's like several reports of these people actually like breeding with these the blondes.
A lot of people like
And
blondes. A lot of people do like
yeah,
blondes, so it's
so
not
that's what I was saying is like that they are actually coming here, and it was like a trend to have a human child or an earthling child, and
hmm.
so the rich people are coming here and taking us away to have children, so they can be like, "Hey, look at my
It's an
earthling
interesting
child."
theory. Do you think
Yeah.
here's my question on that theory. So, are most of these encounters going to be male aliens coming and they're interacting with female humans, or is it going to be female aliens interacting with male humans and then the females just go back to their freaking society and give birth to their child and the guy, never knows about
All
it?
the cases I saw, only one of them was actually a female. Everyone was
Okay,
male.
so there's a little bit of a credence to that,
Yeah,
sort of.
apparently, like the women made
If
it
it
out
would be an
alive.
abduction case, I
Yeah.
guess they would have to take those women back to their society, or
But
they
then
just
again, it's
decide,
like,
hey, you know what? I like it here. We're gonna live here.
but
Like, why not?
they're not all fucking coming here to breed. Like
Right.
a lot of the cases, it's the guy meeting up with another guy, and it's just like, hey, peace, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking don't do fucking nuclear war. It's bad. Like that's like
Okay.
every single case is like, oh yeah, don't do nuclear war.
They sound
Like,
like they're kind of a Captain Obvious alien race that like
yeah,
comes by is like, hey, don't kill each other.
the
Good
Howard
job.
Ranger case.
Let's
Hey, don't
go.
do nuclear war.
Yeah.
George Adams. Hey, don't do nuclear war. Elizabeth Keller, I'm gonna have a child with you. Also, don't do
Like coming
nuclear war.
by, hey guys, just wanted to say cancer sucks, so just want to let you know that. Like, oh, thanks. Thanks for your ancient wisdom that you developed over the thousands of years. I
Your
love it.
advanced technology.
Yeah, your
tells us
advanced technology has been very useful to tell us that no, that nuclear technology is not.
it tells how to cure it.
It's dangerous.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Don't
it
do
just
Yeah,
it
it's just
sucks.
like I don't
We don't
know.
want
It's
to
like,
change anything.
They're like, look,
I
trust
guess
me, we're dealing with that shit too. It sucks. That's all I gotta say. So,
but it's like leads to like the skepticism of it all because it's just like in the 1950s there was a big old huge like nuclear scare because of the,
that's
like
true too.
the bomb stuff.
Well, with the
And
Cold
there's like
War and everything, like they
yeah, then you
probably.
got because the thing about like all these cases is everybody wrote a book and it's just like that
Yeah.
seems very weird. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm usually hesitant when it's like, oh, you wrote a book about it.
yeah.
Like,
Even more so when they wrote like 2 or 3 books. It's like okay,
yeah, it's like we get
you're
it,
trying to get popularity
dude.
of this one.
Yeah. No, I know. Like it's one thing if it's like there are papers and stuff written by scientists or people that were studying something or whatever. That's one thing, but if it's just like some dude who's like, "Oh yeah, I had this one experience and I'm writing a book about it now," then I'm kind of like, I don't know, I don't
But it's
know.
also like the same thing as like when you look at like all these cases were listed out, and I was telling them to tell me more about them, and they would talk about their early lives, and a lot of these people's early life was in astronomy or alien research, and it's like that's
Hmm,
fucking very suspicious.
that is kind of. Do you think that
into aliens and then you got abducted by aliens?
I know
and
you're
then
already
write
interested
books
in
about
it,
aliens?
but then there's like multiple perspectives to that. It's like, okay, were you abducted and stuff because you were interested in it and because you were researching stuff and because you were finding things out that
Yeah,
you
if
weren't
you're
supposed to,
out in the middle of
or
the field with a telescope by yourself, you're gonna be abducted, maybe, you know?
right, or
That's the
is
case
it
in The Sims. If you use a telescope too much, you're gonna get abducted.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Or is it the flip side where it's you are the kind of person that's knowledgeable about this sort of stuff, so you are the kind of person that would make up a hoax about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like because
So,
that is something
my
you're
question
interested
is,
in.
like, we're interested and we're talking about this shit. When do we get abducted?
Well, we haven't made up our hoax yet. We're gonna have to talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah, we gotta make up our hoax
That's
and
what the
then
meeting
get
is
the
after
telescope.
this episode. Remember?
Mike, put a telescope on the list of things to get.
Yeah, we
so
haven't.
can
Alright.
abducted and
Guys,
bring aliens
just
babies.
everyone make sure to like, comment, subscribe, donate, whatever else. You've got to fund the telescope effort so we
Yeah.
can have our
Yes.
own
One of us
episode.
got to get abducted, so.
Yeah, once one of us gets abducted, the podcast is going to take off, okay? Not until then,
Can you
but
imagine if one of us did get abducted and we're just
dude,
like, how the we're just like, sure, Tyson.
we
you got
would change.
abducted.
Sure.
Honestly, I feel like at that point we should
Don't
just
do nuclear
change.
war, we got it.
Yeah,
Sure, it was
you're
a
like-
blonde lady with fucking.
if I start
tattoos.
showing up each podcast episode, I'm like, guys, you don't understand. Nuclear war, just we can't do that. It's not good. You're like,
Gotta get
Oh,
back
God.
to nature.
yeah,
You start having like crystals on and
I-
stuff.
I
You're
just
slowly
start-
evolving into a hippie.
I know. I just start, like magically,
Yeah,
I
beads
start
in his
wearing,
beard.
I start wearing a wig of like long blonde hair wig, and you're like, okay, guys, come on.
Wait. If all these things happened in the 1950s and then they go to the 1960s, did the blondes start the hippie movement?
That's a good point. I don't know. They could have definitely started it.
Yeah.
They could have definitely started it and just been like anti-war everything, and then it
Because
blew
everything
up
they're talking
into.
about is very
Mhm.
hippie, like get back to nature, embrace.
Yeah.
nature.
Well, if you go back to the one theory we had that
Well-
the blondes started the Nazis, then maybe they had to change their story after everything. Like, remember, because we said that Hitler
Oh,
based his,
How did we
his,
get
his
that?
perfect person
Oh, that's
off
right.
The
of
blondes
the
didn't start the
blondes.
Nazis. Adolf Hitler started the Nazis because he liked the blondes and he wanted
Yes.
Exactly, because they crashed in the forest in Germany, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we gotta change our whole PR perspective. Don't do war. Don't do nuclear war. We're not trying to get a perfect, beautiful race or anything."
They
you know,
need to
they don't
stop
have that.
hanging out in Germany. They keep on getting caught.
Right. Yeah. No, like, yeah, that's well. Okay, so what if the blondes? You're right. They're anti-war and stuff. What if
All
there's
right, here's
multiple
another
different
theory.
kinds of blondes, though? You know, like what-
There has to be a
They-
fucking black pyramid in Germany.
you think
Because
so?
why does all this stuff happens in Germany?
Well,
Germany's like in the middle of fucking.
there's a lot of
Europe.
stuff. I mean, because
Like,
our
Well, look at this.
well, the
They
last
just crashed on the way
episode,
to somewhere else. So.
the last episode we just had was about the UFO battle was in Germany, right? Of
Yeah.
1561 or
Maybe
whatever.
that's what they're fighting over the pyramid. They're like, I want this resource. So
Maybe they
Yeah.
were fighting
my
over the
pyramid, this is
pyramid.
my
Our
pyramid
space
now.
But even then, so if they were fighting over the pyramid, that means the pyramid dates back a long time because there's obviously no reports of that. So it must have been under the ground. And if
I
it was
mean,
under the
pyramids were
ground
built-
well before people were like writing and reading and doing that stuff, then I mean that pyramid must be really old.
According to us, I don't know how long back the pyramids are, but according to us, the original pyramids that we see are
Yeah.
the first stations, and then after they landed, they made the black pyramids, and they decided to put them underground because these
Right.
fucking monkeys kept on fucking
Yeah,
up
they
with
keep
our
messing with
pyramids.
our pyramids, goddamn. That
Keep
one's
on drawing
throwing.
pictures on the damn walls.
He's painting with his own poop
Leave our
on my
pyramids
pyramid.
alone.
God damn it.
Stop carving your hieroglyphics into my fucking wall.
They're like, can I please
ruining
vaporize
The
them?
electrical structure
No,
of the
no,
fucking
you
rock.
can't. Yeah. It's like it makes me think of Destroy All Humans, like a little alien with the freaking vaporized gun. He's like, please just let me kill him. Like, no,
Oh,
you can't do
don't
it.
draw a light bulb. Don't draw a light bulb. You're gonna confuse so many people. You
Yeah.
guys haven't invented them yet.
Not a
Yeah.
That's like
helicopter. What are you
another one of
doing?
my.
No,
That's
I'm
like
just,
another one of my theories based on like the Men in Black things and the high technology that the blondes have because
yeah.
makes another theory. But like, I feel like they don't like allow technology to leak out until we discover it first, and then it starts.
Yeah,
leaking
yeah.
out so they can, because you think about the Wright brothers in the rickety old fucking plane
Mhm.
flying, and the 60 layers around fucking the moon. It's just like that's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. And it
Well,
just seems like
okay, so I just kind of had a theory, and if the blondes are all saying like, oh, go back to nature and whatnot, but obviously they are technologically developed enough for space travel, do you think they're trying to hinder us? Do you think they're trying to like kneecap us so we can't progress in certain ways? Like, do you think they're trying to in a sense trying to control us?
Maybe they're trying to
I
keep it
think
like a nature preserve, so it's nice and
yeah, well, that
nature
could
like
be
it
that,
is.
but they could also be like, we're advancing the technology, but we're doing it in the wrong direction.
Right.
Like,
That's
we're
possible.
creating so much waste and fucking intoxicating ourselves with all this fucking atmosphere shit and stuff. And they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, guys, you're using the wrong fucking like technology tree.
Yeah, you're
You wanna
doing
do
the
one that goes with the nature,
Yeah.
because you're fucking on a planet made of nature.
You picked the wrong tech
Not a
tree,
fucking-
guys. Come on.
If you're on a metal spaceship and
Yeah.
your technology was going this way, you'd be fine. You just fucking blast it out into space or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You
yeah.
guys are on the planet with nature. You kill that nature, you're gonna kill yourselves.
Right.
Also, don't do nuclear war. It's bad.
Nuclear war bad. Okay.
Nuclear war bad. Hashtag nuclear war bad.
Yeah.
Get it trendy, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. We don't have enough people believing nuclear war is bad yet. Come on.
This is like also relates to my other theory that, because we said about this, that like we said with the ancient pyramids, that was like the landing site for the first humans, because
Yeah.
we are the alien race. And my thing is that we are actually the blondes, and we landed here,
Yeah.
and we found a planet that was great because it has a species that's so close to us, the Neanderthals, that we
Mhm.
can actually breed with them.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you have Neanderthal DNA in your genes, you're an original Earthling. But if you have none, full alien.
Full on
And-
alien.
Yes.
That's an interesting point because there are a lot of tribes and cultures that believe that they were seeded by the Pleiades solar system. Or
I have
solar
heard that.
system.
Yeah, I've heard
Like
that
I
idea.
don't know if it's a Dogon, but I don't know. There's like in like archaeology, there's a whole cast of people that are called the Pleiadians because they believe that origin story for them is that they came from the Pleiades system. So
Yeah,
You're
you're all
pretty common
stardust.
myth.
We are all stardust.
Right.
But there's also like another thing, like, because somebody was saying like, there's all these fucking planets that you keep on saying they're from. There's like Metron, which is in Alpha Centauri. That's one of the planets that one of them said they're from. That's the one that the lady went with, and she lived there on the planet for them and had the child.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yes, her name was Elizabeth. Hold on, why is it way up here? And talk amongst yourself while I fucking try to find it.
Okay. So while you're
I mean,
looking
it's a technology advance. They can have many planets that they've already
Elizabeth
cultivated. So.
Or Claire, she's from South Africa, and she said that like she met a guy named Akon from planet Meton.
Akon?
And-
Wait, Akon, the R&B hip hop star?
Akon, I guess, Akon.
I don't know. I just know there's a guy.
Akon.
Yeah.
She went there and we went to Meton, which was in Alpha Centauri, and she had a child. She lived on the planet with them, and she had a child with them,
Wow.
and then she wrote a book.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, if you did that,
Wait, so
you
where's the
should write a
child?
book.
Like, does she have the child still? So she
Child
came back
lives
here.
on Meton. The child
Oh, the
lives
child
on
lives on Meton. Okay.
Like I said, rich people are trying to get this. This is my Earthling baby.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Like, oh
How
yeah.
rich I am. I went to Earth.
Oh,
I got a
what?
baby.
Okay, what if it's like a philanthropy thing where they're like, oh, I'm adopting a baby. I'm having a baby from a third
Look
world
at this
planet.
poor
You know,
Earthling
look
babe.
at this.
I might make
poor
with her.
little.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Look at my
Shall
Earthling
I?
child.
Shall
I
I bless
feel
this
charitable.
primitive race with my with my genetic genes?
But here's like another thing that I think is hilarious is that another planet they said they're from was Venus. And if everybody looked at
Really?
Venus' surface,
Yeah.
nobody fucking lives on top of that.
Yeah,
planet.
no one lives there.
Which makes me think of like the hollow Earth theory. What if Venus is also hollow and they're living inside the planet?
That's
which makes me think,
possible.
If this is the hollow Earth, does that make us the fucking crusty guys who we're basically living in the garbage?
Probably,
And
honestly.
It brings a smile to my face because it's like, you're the richest man, like fucking Bill Gates. You're the richest man among the rats in the fucking garbage dump.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, like what if that's possible? Because what if Venus was at one point habitable by, for intelligent
then
life?
nuclear war.
And then yeah, maybe nuclear war, or maybe not necessarily, yeah, whatever. Maybe it was nuclear war or something. But and so they retreated inside of the planet, or they left to other planets and came here to Earth or whatever. Who knows? Venus is in our solar system, so.
Did I cover all my theories? Let's see. Hollow Earth, ancient alien, ancient human race, rich people. We already covered the Man in Black, and their policing and their guardians, and ancient hippies. Yeah. And we
Do you think? Okay, so okay. Do you think the Men in Black are cool with all of this, as far as this alien race coming here and mating with us and talking about their peace and love and hippie stuff?
Men in Black
they are the Men in Black.
Nordics.
You already said that.
I already said the Nordics are a large part of the Men in Black. They're the ones that originally started the whole thing.
Yeah, they look the most human-like, so they can.
They do look the most human-like. Okay, that's fair, but they're not often mentioned as having long blonde hair or anything, though.
No, they shave their heads and stuff.
Yeah, they gotta look
which is fair because think about right. Well, it makes me think about the military, right? You go into the military and they have you shave your head or buzz your head or whatever. So it's
most of the other Men in Black, the actual humans are probably prior military, so they're gonna probably get the same,
well, then that kind of goes back. That kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, though, is okay. There's a lot of different kinds of people in the world, right? We have hippie human beings and we have non-hippie human beings. So what if there's hippie aliens and non-hippie aliens of the same race, and one of them, right? Well, and then you've got the ones that are part of the Men in Black, and you've got the ones that are the hippies, and then you got the ones that went and talked to Hitler and did all that.
Living in Mount Shasta.
Yeah. But the ones that talked to Hitler they realize that they crashed when they're trying to go there. They're like, hey, this guy seems bad. He might just start trying to start a nuclear war. We gotta go talk to him. Oh, crap.
Yeah. We crashed into him.
You guys are beautiful. I want to make a whole race of you guys. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
he's it's not what we're trying to say at all.
Another thing that was crazy is when I was talking about how they started leaking technology to us and stuff. Because war seems to be a very good cover-up for advancing technology really fast.
Yeah.
Because you have the fucking prop planes, and then suddenly you're into fucking turbojets.
Mm-hmm.
Germans.
Right.
And it's that is a huge leap.
That's true.
Yeah, they said they got a lot of that from the alien spacecraft that they got from the wreck.
The one that crashed.
The blondes helped them out,
Right.
They're dropping their garbage to help us out.
Yeah, they're Fisher Price donations. So
We're the donation bin for
primitive
technology.
We were a trend to come here in a flying saucer in the 50s.
Yeah.
There's so many cases of aliens in the 50s.
I like the theory we were talking about. I can't remember which episode, but I like the idea of us being a tourist spot for the spring break of the aliens or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they're just all of the, they just got their spaceship license. They're drunk. They're partying it up. And they're oh, let's go visit Earth, guys. That would be so cool. I just imagine that.
The
Earth girls are easy. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the Men in Black are oh my god, we gotta kick them out of here. They're gonna mess up our whole operation. Get them out of here.
Let me see your UFO license. Let me see.
Yeah, come on.
Pull over.
You guys check out the Earth human ape guys. They're so fucking horny. So easy.
Yeah, it's oh man, if you want to get laid, go over to Earth. They'll screw anything. back in ancient times, like a couple thousand years ago, they were effing animals and stuff too. Like,
Yeah, there's this thing called
they'll
furry.
screw anything. Yeah, they don't even
Well, you
care
don't
what you
smell
look
bad.
like. Yeah,
Well, you take a shower once in a while, you're good, you know?
yeah.
Holes are holes, guys. Holes are holes.
Like, they don't even care what you look like. Tentacles? That's like a popular thing in some cultures, guys. Just go, like, don't
There's
worry about
islands on the east side of Europe or the east side of Asia.
it. They're like, there really is somebody out there for everyone in the universe. Oh man. Yeah.
I mean,
all right. So
I did just like recently admit that hey, take me up so I can go fucking alien.
yeah, pretty much.
Like, when are we gonna get abducted?
Yeah, exactly. Are you offering yourself on this episode? Is this a call out to say, hey, aliens, if you Men in Black, if you are watching?
Only to the blondes, but yeah,
Okay, only to the blondes. So you have preference. Okay.
hit me up or one of these.
I'll say I'm more of a brunette kind of guy, so I don't know if you got equally attractive brunette.
They do have
blondes.
brunettes. There's a story about having a brunette one.
Okay.
She was the captain, and she used to wear a skin tight red outfit. Which sounds
yeah,
very,
send
like-
her my email address. Or,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
The weird thing about her is she's the only one that had a last name. But I guess
Oh.
you get a last name if you're a captain.
Well, if you're the captain,
Maybe they
you have
never.
last names, then.
Maybe
Yeah.
they never actually told them their last name, and she
Right.
was like, "Oops, I said my whole full name." Oh well.
Well, because she's probably referred to with some sort of prestige, like, oh,
Yeah, it's probably
you're
like being
Captain,
like a doctor.
whatever,
Like,
Jenkins.
I am a doctor, sir.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
Announce my title.
Right. You don't say doctor and then like Dr. Steve.
Yeah, so maybe it's
no, you
maybe it's
usually
not
do.
a-
Oh, there we go. Wow, my internet went out for a second. Should I leave? Maybe I gotta leave the call. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. I think our stream cut off, and now it is back. Let me see if it's back real quick. Looks like I'm back, but they're not back. So let me leave the call, rejoin. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe we're not back already. Or Discord's having a problem. I apologize for this, guys. Let me see if I can get reconnected here, because I'm connected on the internet. But not on Discord. Here, we'll end it. Try one more time to get back connected. Might have to call the stream here, guys. If not, but let me. Yeah, well, we might have to end it here, guys. I apologize. Let me do this for a second while I try and get things figured out.
Down in deep, with secrets reside. Tyson and Mike in the booth. Told us you guys today's episode. We're peeling the blinds, talking about aliens, calling the bluffs. No experience from the start, first and bright. Mysteries and theories we'll bring to light. Welcome to the Full-Grown Pizza Podcast. Conspiracies brew, legends out loud.
Yeah, I saw it
There
because
goes the Men in Black cutting us off again.
All right, we're back. Yeah, it's the dang Men in Black. They freaking
Can't keep this
Yeah,
down
they're
forever.
coming to take you, Tyson. You lucky bastard.
yeah.
Tyson's getting abducted.
I know.
Someone's getting lucky
They were-
tonight.
yeah, it was the captain. She was like, "All right, I'm down. Let's do it."
Ah, I didn't get lucky.
So,
Like,
anyways,
not many often like people like the brunettes.
they're like,
Brunettes don't get
oh,
picked often.
Never get anything.
I like that theory. Yeah, the brunette is like it's like a recessive gene that doesn't happen very often, and so people don't like them that much or something. Oh, I like that.
I like look down upon
Yep.
by the other
I
ones,
also like
oh, look at that
brunettes.
brunette over there.
I just like all hair colors actually, so I just like ladies.
Oh, okay. So he's like, as long as they're female. Wait, you did say it was female. The captain was a female, right? Okay, just making
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Okay, good. Okay, I didn't want to imagine that part.
Jeez, fucking
You know.
7 foot tall brunette female with a skin tight red
Someone's
outfit.
getting manhandled.
7 foot tall. Okay, I don't know. I don't know about that, but hey,
It's a
this is
whole
the
lot of
first time
woman's
for
pretty
everything.
Tyson.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
Handle at her, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not. We'll see how that goes. I don't know.
For the good of their it's like for the good of their race. Their gene pool is
Yes.
too shallow. You gotta
Yeah.
hurry up that
Alien
water.
baby.
Look, all I'm doing is promoting the cause of no nuclear war. That's all I'm doing with that.
Yeah.
So,
Just doing its part.
No, you gotta fucking dirty up your waters with your nasty crust earth alien fucking rat DNA.
I know we're like the scum of literally the scum of the earth. So yeah.
I was thinking like the one movie or the book, the time traveler. What is that one called? Time Machine? No, the Time Machine. Where he like goes into the far
know.
future and like there's two races. One lives above ground, one lives below ground.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the opposite because where the
Yeah,
bad ones live
we're
above
the
ground and
opposite.
the good ones live underground.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. So I've seen recently there's a streamer that I watch who started playing The Forest. I don't know if you guys have heard about The Forest, the game.
Yeah.
It's a survival horror game. Basically, the guy crashes onto an island and there's a bunch of cannibals
There's
and
go
stuff
up in
there.
that, you know.
There is. I think I have that game. We might. I don't know. We should see if we can play it. I might not have it. Maybe I thought that I did. But anyways, like when you were talking about people living in the earth and stuff, it kind of makes me think of the cannibals on the island because you go into these caves and stuff, and they all live in these caves and under the ground in these like deep, dark, scary places, and it's like, ugh. So what if it was flipped? Like, what if it was a hollow earth, but the people inside the earth are actually, monstrous and cannibalistic and whatever. Maybe it's like a completely different reverse situation too. I don't know.
Like the movie The Descent.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I was saying before I got cut off is, what theory do you think is the most fun, that you like the most, and then what theory do you think is probably the true one, or which one has the most evidence?
Obviously the most evidence is people are just fucking making this shit up.
Yeah.
That's the most plausible because it's most easily explained. Like, yeah, you're making that shit up.
Yeah, that's not very fun.
No, this beautiful blonde lady took me aboard her spaceship and made me have babies with her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, are you sure that wasn't a fever dream or something? Like, did you not just, I don't know, did you eat the wrong
I
plant?
like the theory that they're...
on the storm here.
Yeah.
My
Exactly.
theory that they're here with us. They're walking among us. They're MIB, and they're allowing certain technologies to be leaked once we like start the first process of it. Like once we find something, we can start advancing it for us, helping us advance. They're probably just like sitting there, like, "Come on, guys, start figuring out fucking teleportation."
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of fucking walking around.
Yeah, I know. Do you think they're
You
just
see that first step.
You think they're just
Get
stuck
going.
here waiting? Like, how long do you think their lifespan is?